Okay, welcome back to the adventures of Radra in the Sun Elf Rogue who is trying to plumb the mysteries of Westgate, and we are now vampire hunters. Yay! Okay. What were we going to... Oh, right. We were going to go to the Tyrian Enclave thing. Go to Kuzo's Imports. Damn it! I would love to be able... craft in this game. Okay, let's see where this... Oh, wow. Almost the best way to go. Okay, well, we're going to save before we go in there. Hey, there's the stray dog we healed. Okay, Radra, slavers. Okay. Okay, I'm going to assume by that there's already... Oh, right, I want to do something. There we go. 48. Shadows! What the hell? They're just vanishing. And they burst. Are they teleporting when we hit them? Target concealed, target concealed. Target concealed. Have I managed to hit them at all? I did. Okay. No, that's Renara. It looks like I haven't damaged even one of them. That's not what I want to do. But if Renara can damage them, I should be able to too. I just must be having bad luck. Lots of shadows. Heard the sound of a gong ringing in the distance. Dang it. We set off some kind of trap. A wall that appeared to be real turns out to be an illusion. Ooh, that's a clever bit of stuff. That's a secret door that really required me to pay attention to use my search skill. Give me a moment. Checking something. checking something has the meaning in this case of getting ice cream. It doesn't always have that meaning. Okay. There's a door over here. I bet... Oh, I did not like that sound. Let's go up here. Nope. That's a way out. Let's go deeper in. And this is very, very frozen ice cream. I hear voices. Mantides. Charissa.
Just die already.
Sure.
Blood flame.
Uh-huh.
Here we go through. Oh well, that's fun.
Yes.
Even the gods can't save you now.
Sure.
Where is... Why is she way back here? Is she stuck on the train? Why am I slowed? They were fighting someone when we got here.
Let's get this over with.
Specific key is required to get that. Dergar Work Chief.
Ah! I am not a pack mule.
No, you're not. Mantides is. I've said that before, haven't I? What is this? That is remove curse. I've lost his key. I like the fact that you can only use these keys once. Well, well, what have we here? Another hapless do-gooder, no doubt. Though I sense a bit of the divine in this intrusion, not the toothless Lathernerites, to be sure. Most certainly not, vile witch. I feared as much. You reek too much of Tyr. Tell me, did Brother Eden send you? He told us of your crew, but I came of my own will in the name of Tyr. I shall have to repay him for his kindness then after we dispose of you. And now I have learned all I need to. Destroy her! Let's see if I have a potion.
You'll be begging for death before I'm done with you.
Sure.
Ooh. Well, that's right. I gave every one of them some serious stuff.
There are the vermin now.
Easily done. Cheers on
Okay, it took a while to get Charissa in there. Where's invisibility perch? Not that it's necessary anymore. Clovis, Cleops.
begging for death before I'm done with you.
Sure.
Actually, I wanted to split that in two.
Sure.
That's the wizardess. Where's that potion of restoration? I know I have one around here. Don't I? I thought I did. Oh, she ran away. Renara's down. Anti-venom chainmail. Really?
Direct me.
Heavy shield +2. Or do... Really, another one of these? Haha, that's a big guy with really fast knife skills lost to it. Every time he got hit with it, he lost speed. I'll give that heavy shield to...
Evil beware. I am in charge now.
What does it look like? Shinier. Ooh, lots of golden gems. The Viper. The Viper is coming to clean your windows. Yep, just a standard ogre description.
Ah! I am not a pack mule.
Right. Yeah, I know. We're gonna rest.
Ah! I am not a pack mule.
Really? That wizard ran. Cyan key. I do have keen senses, so I shouldn't have a problem. Shield of Faith, nice. Can I use Shield of Faith? Cannot use Polymorph Self yet. I can use Shield of Faith. I can use Resist Elements. Nice. What's this way? Looks like a room where people sleep. And I forgot to put a timer on, so I'm going to put it for 15 minutes. There she is. slave controller. So you have destroyed my operation here, but your triumph will be short-lived. Do not think they will endure this humiliation. And it is now personal. I swear, I shall be there when our vengeance is wrought. Remember the name Feluca Adar Brent, fool. I promise you shall hear it again. Wait a minute. Your name Feluca Adar Brent of Waterdeep? Yes. Do I know you? It was your abductions that caused my parents to be put in jail. What happened to Pharaoh Sneed? My abduction? Where's Sneed? Haha, what a fool you are. It's almost tempting to enlighten your ignorance, but I have way too much to do. Suddenly this wizard seizes a lever of a nearby control panel and slams it down. With a quick, violent jerk, the lever comes free of the panel even as you hear the sound of hissing gas. In case you're thinking of chasing me, know that this door leads to a gas chamber, which I have trapped several slaves. Even as we speak, it is being flooded with poisonous fumes. Within minutes, they'll all be dead. Boy, you heroes sure do have tough choices sometimes, huh? I'd love to see how it turns out, but for there to actually be a choice, I need to leave. So farewell, idiots, until we meet again. Quick, Radra, after her! No, we must help the slaves first. What? That woman is the only chance I have of freeing my parents. We don't have time. Let's go. What of your principles? What of Tyr? I don't have time for your philosophical discussions. You come in or not? The slaves don't have time. In mere moments, the gas will kill them. Then forget you. I'm not letting her get away. Lovely. Success. As you finish activating the sequence of levers, the hissing of gas falls off. After a few more seconds, the door automatically swings open. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, lots of potions. Is there anything here? Charissa's an idiot. Charissa's an idiot. Unholy idiocy. The Feluca escaped and you let her. You should be ashamed of yourself for willing to let them die to satisfy your own sense of vengeance. Right, you should be ashamed of yourself for condemning many more innocents to a life of slavery when Feluca sets up shop elsewhere. Not to mention I have no way of getting any proof to free my parents. Wait, there's something over there on the ground. What's this, a journal of some kind? It's Feluca's. Hopefully there's something useful in it. It says here she's a scumbag. Who cares? Who cares? Yes, she's an evil witch. The Théans are terrible people. Come on, get to the good stuff, Feluca. Ah, here she's talking about Brother Eden's arrival in Westgate. That should be interesting. By tears, wrath, Brother Eden's. If what this says is true, Brother Eden's was once Pharaoh Sneed. Who? Sneed was the pirate captain that abducted Feluca Ardrarbint from Waterdeep many years ago. He was also a business associate of my parents whose illegal side businesses eventually landed them in prison. I think we need to have another talk with Brother Eden's very soon. Yes, let's go see him at once.
I have seen a vision that the slavers have been dealt with, though Feluca has unfortunately escaped. Such is how it must be, I'm afraid, and I've no doubt that you, Charissa, have many questions.
I have only one. Do you admit to being the ex-pirate captain named Pharaoh Sneed?
Indeed. That was my name in my former life.
You slime! Because of you, my parents have languished in a Waterdavian jail for 25 years. All because you had to kidnap Feluca Ardrabrent and frame them. Why,
I did not kidnap Feluca. She came of her own free will. What happened to your parents was unfortunate, but I did not frame them. However, the point is moot. I could have come forward to exonerate them, and I didn't. For what it's worth, Charissa, I know that is very little. I apologize. Here, take this letter back to Waterdeep. It will prove that Feluca came with me without coercion. If I could rectify the situation any more than that, I would. Even so, I should kill you now! Your anger is understandable, but perhaps you would relieve yourself of it a bit easier if I told you what happened all those years ago. I fail to see how it will make the downfall of my family any more acceptable, but divulge your secrets if you must. Yes, I would also like to hear your story. It is difficult to see now, but in my youth I was rather dashing ship's captain. I did not meet Feluca until I was near to 45, but even then I was still a sight to behold. Forgive my pride, but looking back it is not difficult to see how a noble girl on the cusp of womanhood and yearning to taste freedom would be swept away by tales of danger on the high seas. No, she begged me to take her with me, and I was happy to oblige. She was so beautiful, though a bit spoiled. She was nevertheless kind at heart, and smart, oh so very smart, and witty too. Oh, my crew loved her. They would have died for her, some did. She had the world going for her back in those days, but then she died. Not in the physical sense, of course, but she was gone all the same. In her place emerged the cold wizard you found in the slaver's compound. The transformation was completed so fast, I'm still unsure of what happened. You see, it doesn't take long for a dashing 45-year-old captain to crest 50, and a young woman eventually loses interest as her experience makes the world a smaller place. One day when we were docked in Thay, Feluca informed me she was leaving. She had a better offer, she said. I was crushed. A stupid old man crushed by a 20-something young woman. Can you believe it? Utter foolishness looking back on it now. Of course, I didn't give up on my captaining for a few years after that, but ever so slowly I began to become more in tune with the suffering my ways caused the world and the people in it, and a conscience is not a good thing for a pirate to have. My crew mutinied when I began to reduce the number of attacks and the booty began to fall off. They left me stranded on a shoreline in Mulholland. It was there, as I was being chased by cannibals, that I saw the scales in the sky and heard the voice in my head.
Devote your life to me, it said, and I shall guide you to safety. I was willing to make any deal at that point, so I swore on my life to the scales. Tyr, Lord of Justice, delivered me that day. And so when I eventually arrived in Westgate, I settled down as promised to a life of meditation and prayer. I even changed my name to Edens, an anagram of Sneed, to symbolize that my pirate days were gone forever.
It wasn't long until I heard that Feluca had arrived in Westgate, only she had changed. It is highly unusual in Thay, but every so often a particularly precocious outsider with an enormous gift in the art is allowed into the Red Wizard's coven. Feluca had evidently proved herself to the xenophobic Red Wizards, and she had been placed in a position of high authority for the Thayan slave trading operation.
Despite our past relationship, it was clear what needed to be done. Under Tyr's direction, I fought my way into the slaver's compound, easily ripping through her minions. Eventually, I confronted her directly, but when the time came to strike her down, I couldn't do it. Oh, Tyr, help me, but I couldn't do it. For a moment, I saw the young girl I had once loved, but the woman who remained only laughed and struck me savagely across the face with her staff. I fell to the ground, dazed and certain my end was near.
As I tried to see through the stars in my eyes, she jeered at me. I was a sentimental old fool, she said, and Tyr had only made me weak. Once I would never have hesitated. Then her henchman threw me out and I crawled home through the rain-drenched gutters. The stars never faded from my sight. In fact, the blackness only grew and eventually became complete. Tyr said it was the price of my disobedience. I could not argue with his judgment. Because of that moment of hesitation, Feluca was allowed to continue for years. Hundreds, if not thousands, of people have been enslaved as a result. But today it had all ended. You have made right what I could not. You have delivered a measure of Tyr's justice to Feluca. She deserved nothing, of course, for running away with a foolish old man, but what she became in the land of Thay was her own doing. For her life of slaving, she deserved what you gave her and more. Still, I am saddened again at the thought of the young girl I once loved, but for the cold, heartless witch she became, I have no pity at all.
And now it is my turn. Yes, my sister in tear. I have been told that on this day, I too will receive the justice I am due. I turn myself over to you, Charissa of House Maernos. As Tyr's highest representative in Westgate, I now accept your judgment.
Prophet, no. Silence, Tarmash, and learn from this moment. Faith in Tyr is never misplaced. I am prepared to accept any sentence that is given, for I shall never fear the justice of the maimed god. I simply wish to bear the verdict with Tyr's prayers on my lips and his holy symbol in my hands. Now do as you must.
I did not expect this today, Sneed. Yet the dilemma is not a difficult one. It is right that you pay for your crimes and the misery you have brought to my family, as well as countless others.
I'd say he has.
Maybe it is a bit more complex, for you have clearly mended your ways, and that calls for lenience. Would killing you solve anything? Would it reverse the pain you have wrought? But no, that is not the point. This is not about penance, but justice. What do you deserve for your crimes, Sneed? What does 25 years without my parents warrant? What about the thousands of children who have likewise suffered?
No, sister, do not. Tarmash, silence. Yes, what of justice for all of them? Now, Sneed, it is time for you to get what you deserve. I think this is where I get to step in. Radra, say something! Charissa, do you speak of justice or vengeance? The man as he exists now should be allowed to live. Silence, Radra. You have so often been wrong before. Why should I listen to you now? No, your words are meaningless.
Very well, Sneed. I am prepared to deliver justice to you.
And damn. I had a... I'm pretty sure that's a influence failure. Yes, okay, because I want to look at my skills before. Okay. Yeah, that should go up. That should go up. That should go up. That should go up. That should go up just because I don't want 13. That should go up. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Skill mastery. I like skill mastery.
Absolutely.
So often been wrong before. Defensive roll. When have I been so often wrong before?
I can do that.
So Charissa fails to recognize the world is more started to recognize the world is more than black and white, but then failed. She went right back to her old ways of, this is right, that is wrong, this is what I should do. I'm not going to listen to anybody else. I know
I'm suddenly not so sure I did the right thing back there. All my righteous indignation, might it have been a cover for anger?
You think?
Why do I suddenly feel so empty?
Because you delivered vengeance, not justice. Because the man turned away from his prior ways does not absolve him of the need of past crimes. You did the right thing. Why do you doubt your verdict? Are you not well versed in Tyr's teachings? Stop this. I'd have done far worse to him if I had been in your shoes. No. You should have already learned the difference. Though it shames me to admit it, I have the uneasy feeling you are right. Perhaps justice is not as clear-cut as I thought, but then Sneed's list of crimes was long, varied and comprised of far more than what he did to my family. What of justice for his victims? Alas, this I must ponder for at a future date. For now, the night masks and that strange mask of yours deserve our attention. Onward, then. Okay. So, save game. Radra. Charissa learns too late. Charissa too late. Charissa explains it all in her own point of view. Talk to you later.